Nestled below the foothills of the Coast Mountain Range of the Pacific Northwest lies one of the world's most magnificent cities, Vancouver, British Columbia. Its picturesque beauty makes it one of the largest TV and film production centers in the world. Its proximity to some of the best winter sports venues also make it a favorite to host the 2010 Winter Olympics. On this day, however, Vancouver is the center of the dance sport world and host to the IDSF World 10 Dance Championship. We're down to the final 6 competitors for this year's title. One couple with championship experience is that of Marat Gimaev and Alina Basyuk from Russia. In Italy, in 2001, they captured their first World Championship title. 1 year later, another World Championship title in Portugal. A win at this year's World 10 Dance Championship would make it 3 straight and would also secure their legend as one of the sport's all-time best.
Well, our priority is always to dance well, to enjoy ourselves, and to make people enjoy our dancing. And of course, if it happens, then the result will come itself.
If Marat and Alina are to pull off a 3rd world title, they'll once again have to fight off their rivals from Italy. Last year, Benedetta Ferrugia and Yana Pokrovskaya finished 2nd to Marat and Alina. They hope to best last year's result with a victory here in Vancouver.
I always go to the competition with the mentality of the winner. I think all the couples are going to with this mentality. But if we dance well ballroom today, we can be very good. And if we dance Latin well, we can be very good. Very good 10 dancers.
3rd place in last year's World Championship and a favorite in this year's competition are Slovenia's Misha Sigoy and Anastasia Novozhilova. Misha and Anastasia hope to follow the winning path set by their fellow Slovenes Andrej Skufsa and Katarina Venturini, who won this championship 3 times. These are tough shoes to fill. Andre and Katarina also hold a World Latin title as well.
It's a big responsibility because I don't want just to repeat their results. We want to become better.
Denmark's Martino Zanabilato and Michelle Abeltrup were also finalists last year in Portugal. They look to improve in their 2nd appearance in a World Championship final.
Our World Championship is the things that we think about since the last World Championship. And that's the thing that we are focused on.
The country of Germany has had much success in the sport of dance, and Urs Geisenheiner and Annette Sudol will try to reclaim the world title that Germany proudly boasted back in 1999. Urs and Annette are finalists for the 2nd time as well.
We were dancing for the first time in the World Championship, and we were nearly unknown, so it was a great step to make the final for the first time.
Also vying for this year's title, the host country of Canada and their World 10 Dance representatives, Christiane Millet and Claudia Primo. Christiane and Claudia in their first World Championship final.
It's a lot of stress, like before. You have to be really prepared. And especially because it's in Canada, there's a lot more stress to it.
Liz Curtis here with former 10 Dance champion, Clive Phillips.
Well, thank you, Liz. This is one of the more lively venues on the circuit, the Hyatt Regency Ballroom in Vancouver, host to the annual Snowball Classic and this year's host to the World 10 Dance Championship.
Clive, the last few years of this championship certainly tell an interesting story. Andrej Skufsa and Katarina Venturini dominated this championship in the mid-1990s. And now it looks like another dynasty is developing, that of Russia's Marat Gimaev and Alina Basyuk.
And we'll see if they can make it 3 straight this evening. But first, here are the host country favorites, Christiane Millet and Claudia Primo.
And we begin the waltz. This couple is a great example of what can be done in just 18 months. Christiane, who's 20, and Claudia, 22, got together just a year and a half ago, and with a lot of concentrated effort, have made this final tonight.
The waltz has a lot of circular motion, and they're certainly showing expertise at that. They sweep across the floor. There's a lot of rise and fall in waltz, so the atmosphere of the ballroom waltz is really coming through here.
They've got some friends out there in the audience tonight. The Canadians are letting this couple know that they really want them to do well here.
And that certainly helps.
Christiane Millet and Claudia Primo making a great showing for Canada.
Christian and Claudia.
Now performing their waltz, Martino Zanabellato and Michelle Abeltrop from Denmark.
Martino is 21 and Michelle is 22.
And this is another couple who has been together for just 18 months.
Doing a double reverse spin into an oversway line, classic ballroom work, beautiful back. And you can see why they're in the final.
Martino has an unusual story. He actually hated dancing, but his mother force-fed him, and it looks like he's learned to love it. Martino Zanabellato and Michelle Abeltrop from Denmark. And here is a look at the 10 dances that make up a 10-dance championship.
10 dance is so challenging. You don't know whether to do Latin or ballroom, and when you're working on both styles and taking all your time to work out these dances, the rate and the level of dance is going up so high these days.
And our next couple to perform the waltz is Urs Geisenheiner and Annette Sudol from Germany.
Urs is 21 and Annette is 19.
A very talented girl, Annette also plays the piano. And Urs' parents were dance competitors, so these two young people have a lot of talent between them.
The hinge to the runaround was beautiful. Looks like he's still finding his feet there. Beautiful back. And you can see the undulation in the way they move their legs. The rise and fall is beautiful.
Annette has chosen a beautiful color in her costuming tonight, shimmering with rhinestones and complementing her skin tone. Urs Geisenheiner and Annette Sudol from Germany, lovely performance.
Going down the center room into a hinge. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. And the speed of this turn and the commitment to the turn is fantastic.
Now from Italy, Benedetto Ferrugia and Jana Pokrovskaya.
They've been together as a couple for close to 3 years.
And they're the reigning European 10-dance champions.
Benedetto has been dancing since 8 years of age. And what a beautiful, calm, sweeping motion. He has great form for ballroom dancing. Great arms, great back. His head sits perfectly. Now let's talk about the lady.
Well, Jana has studied some ballet, and I think it shows in her posture. She carries herself very well.
Yes, she can get in and out of those lines and still make it look so beautiful instead of just stretching back and leaving it out. You can tell, I think the ballet training does help.
A very solid showing for Benedetto Ferrugia and Jana Pokrovskaya from Italy.
They are beautiful faces. They show the ease of the turning lock here, and the expression is just beauty. Beautiful.
And now our defending champions, Marat Gimayev and Alina Basyuk from Russia, looking to capture a third title here tonight.
Marat is 21 years of age and Alina 2 years his senior.
This couple is one of the most experienced couples on the floor tonight. They've been together for close to 4 years.
You can tell that their experience is showing because of their great movement together. Their confidence within each other is just exploding out of their legs and their faces, and it's beautiful.
Both Marat and Alina are big movie fans, and I think they're putting on a fantastic show themselves here tonight. Marat Gimayev and Alina Basyuk from Russia.
They certainly know they just put in a fantastic performance.
Marat and Alina.
But they've got some other couples here tonight looking to knock them off their pedestal. Misha Zigoy and Anastasia Novozhilova from Slovenia are ready to do a waltz solo to prove that.
This also is an experienced couple. They've been together for 3 years.
And they compete in over 50 competitions a year, which means they're traveling every weekend.
Wow, the competition is so important these days. The more traffic time you can get on the floor, the more confidence you can get out. And they are certainly attacking their dancing today.
They were third at last year's World Championship and third at last year's European Championship, so they're definitely looking to move up the ladder here tonight. Misha Tsigoy and Anastasia Novozhilova from Slovenia. I think that was a look of approval, wouldn't you say, Clive?
I would say so.
Misha.
Here's a classic syllabus step, the double
Anastasia.
reverse turn into a contra check. Fabulous.
And now our judges get an important opportunity to compare the competitors on the floor at the same time, performing the waltz. The couple from Canada, Christiane Millet and Claudia Primo.
First time in a world championship. Starting a little undercommitted, but he certainly should warm up soon.
And from Italy, Benedetto Ferrugia and Yana Prokofskaya.
There's some nice sweeping movements across the floor, showing that undulation of waltz. One little duck underneath that competitor's arm.
Couple number 33, Marat Gimayev and Alina Basyuk from Russia.
He's having a great run around the floor. There's no one near him. He's placed himself perfectly.
The classic waltz. The judges have spoken. Here are the marks for the final.
4 first-place votes make Marat and Alina the victors of the first dance. Slovenia takes second in the dance with Italy third.
Germany did get a first-place vote from the U.S. judge, but take 4th overall. Denmark and Canada finished 5th and 6th, but 9 dances remain. And now the most Latin of the standard dances, the tango. We see here Martino Zanabellato and Michelle Abeltrop from Denmark.
There he is attacking the center of the floor. You might want to leave his head back a little bit more. Beautiful speed.
This is the dance where the attack of the Latin really helps. Little Argentine tango head movement there.
Great contra check. Little rock step. He needs to hold up his upper back a little bit more.
And from Germany, Urs Geissenheiner and Annette Sudol.
They're showing some great speed. Whoops. The problems with ballroom dancing.
When people wonder why it's so important to have the competitors on the floor at the same time, I think that's a good example. You've got to have great floor craft, and how you handle a collision can mean a good mark or possibly a lower mark. From Slovenia, Misha Sigoj and Anastasia Novozilova.
There's a great atmosphere of tango. Again, I'd like to see the shoulders roll back just a little bit more.
The tango with a strong finish here from our Slovenians. And the tango results. Russia now 2 for 2 tonight with another win here in the tango. Italy takes second this time and Slovenia third, taking only 1 first place.
Germany is awarded first once again by the US judge, but the average of the 9 judges takes them to 4th again. Denmark and Canada place 5th and 6th, but there's plenty more dancing left.
Here now, the Viennese Waltz, another group dance. From Canada, Christiane Millet and Claudia Primo.
Here's a nice Viennese waltz piece of music to get you all inspired and moving. The classic Umpapa of the German and Vienna Viennese waltzes isn't there, so the dancers are certainly going to have to show it.
And our couple from Italy, Benedetto Farrugia and Yana Pokrovskaya. They're going to have to make a very good showing in this dance if they want to threaten the Russians.
Yes, they don't seem to be like attacking this one like they should. They seem to be laying back a little bit, but they don't know that they're second, third, first, fourth. It's not written up on the board.
And here we are, Marat Gimaev and Alina Basyuk from Russia are defending champions. They are looking strong to me, Clive.
Yes, they are certainly keeping their sides well. Their form is perfect. I'd like to see a little bit more sway, but wow.
That was the Viennese Waltz. Marat and Alina seeking their 3rd straight world title and have already taken the first 3 dances here tonight. Slovenia's Misha and Anastasia take 2nd here, with Italy 3rd. The results of the Viennese Waltz. Now changing the tempo, the slow foxtrot, where floor craft is going to play in a different way here in this dance, right, Clive?
That's right, they've strategically put themselves on the floor to either block each other or to take off down the ballroom.
Like you see here from Martina Zanabelato and Michelle Appletrop from Denmark.
And they've shown so far no problem with the floor, no problem with the couples, so they're setting themselves up. I spoke too soon. Oh, there they are.
And you see Urs Geissenheiner and Annette Sudol from Germany making a play for some space on that floor as well.
Right, they're weaving in and out of the couples, making sure that they can complete their choreographic skills. Showing footwork, line.
Beautiful line.
It's nice to see some skin and some ballroom dress.
These ladies definitely are updating the dress styles of ballroom dancing.
And it also shows their fitness in this sport, which is what it is nowadays.
Absolutely, Clive, and showing their athleticism, Misha and Anastasia from Slovenia.
Yes, they do have a fantastic output of energy, and I just like to see a little bit more length, just a little bit more stretching of the ankles. It's beautiful. They're getting over their feet perfect.
Nonetheless, a beautiful slow foxtrot, and the audience here in British Columbia really appreciates it.
Russia is on top once again, taking the first 4 dances. This is their strongest yet with 5 first-place votes.
Italy is second for the second time this evening. Slovenia places third. Germany, Denmark, and Canada coming up with 4th, 5th, and 6th. Now let's take a look at how we got to tonight's final. Over 30 nations sent their top 10 dance couples to compete here in British Columbia for this year's World Championship.
From Japan, Masayuki Ishihara and Megumi Sato make their first appearance at a World Championship. The 18-year-olds placed 25th here in Vancouver.
Spain's Isaac Rovira and Desiree Martin returned to the World Championship for the second time in 3 years. They placed 18th here.
Also competing here with Finland's Alexei Tuominen and Kate Miettinen, and from the United States, Gurman Mustuk and Andrea Hale. Gurman and Andrea dancing all the way to the semi-final for the second year in a row.
Right now my goal is just to do my best and go out there and do my thing and not let anything else interfere with what I'm really trying to do. Just dance my best, not let any other pressures get in.
And now the last of the standard dances in this 10-dance championship, we're going to see the speed and fast footwork of the quick step. Misha Sigoy and Anastasia Novozhilova from Slovenia getting ready to take off across this floor.
They're currently tied with Italy for the second overall position. So this is an important dance list.
And I think the audience is feeling this. Listen to them.
Quick step is a very light, hoppy, fast dance, and they show pace changes throughout the routine.
I think this is the dance where the audience really can help you because you're tired, you need that last bit of adrenaline to push you through, and I think we're seeing it here with Misha and Anastasia. Misha Zigoy and Anastasia Novozhilova from Slovenia.
Misha and Anastasia.
Here's a running group that usually travels across the floor at great speed with chasses and kicks and jumps. And hopefully they've rehearsed enough, and I think they have. Look at that perfect timing. Beautiful.
And from Italy, stepping up to the challenge, Benedetto Ferrugia and Jana Pokrovskaya. Clive, they're currently tied with Slovenia for the second place overall. How do you feel they're doing here?
Well, they have a much lighter approach to it, but their lightness in their bounce is creating a lot more speed out of the floor. They're not as heavy looking. It's got a great amount of flight, great amount of energy. There's their running group. The pace changes.
And you hear the audience adding a little bit more rhythm to the rhythm track here.
Yeah.
She's wearing classic white and beautiful hairstyling, very coiffed. Fantastic presentation.
The beautiful life is always damned. You gotta fall into the quicksand. A deadly kiss from a temptress can serve to make a truly wayward man. She's not a talker.
Jana adding a little shoulder accent at the end of this quick step for Italy, Benedetto Ferrugia and Jana Pokrovskaya.
Benedetto and Jana.
They have a great rebound action off the floor. Their feet are working, their ankles are working, showing great technique, great movement.
Now the judges will see all our couples on the floor for the quick step group dance. Christian Millet and Claudia Primo from Canada are currently 6th overall, and this is their first World Championship final.
Yeah, their first World Championship final. I'm sure it won't be their last.
She was a woman of mystery. What you wanted.
And of one of the strongest couples here tonight, couple number 24 from Italy, Benedetto Ferruccia and Yana Pokrovskaya.
Showing great position on the dance floor. He's kicking, flicking, he's getting the attention of the judges. He's flying around the room. He knows he's got to pull it out. He has about a minute left.
But they're going to have to make some headway against our defending champions, Marat Gemayev and Alina Basyuk from Russia, who are looking very strong here.
Yes, his personality, their personality is showing perfectly through here. Great, beautiful angles of their back, and their head position is perfect for this dance.
An exciting and entertaining quick step as our audience shows their appreciation here. The quick step results. Marat Gemayev and Alina Basyuk of Russia sweep all 5 standard dances. Italy takes 2nd in this dance, Slovenia 3rd, Germany, Denmark, and Canada to follow in the final standard dance of the evening, the quick step.
And the overall standings at the midway point look exactly the same, with Russia in charge, Italy in 2nd, with Slovenia not too far behind in 3rd. Then Germany, followed by Denmark and Canada, whose presence in this final is an accomplishment unto itself.
But a lot can happen in the 5 remaining Latin dances left in this World 10-Dance Championship final. The 2-time world champions thought it would be best to come into Vancouver as late as possible from Moscow so that jet lag would not be a factor. They arrived late last night without their luggage, but it did not stop them from making it to the final. Let's hear from the couple seeking their 3rd straight championship.
When we came to Canada in Montreal a couple of years ago, and we came 3 days before the comp. So exactly on the 4th day, when the main problems start,
the hardest day, yeah.
We had a competition, and it was absolutely impossible to dance. We thought it's better to traveling to North America. It's better to come as late as possible to, let's say, do your job well and go back home.
And Alina Basyuk.
And here they are performing their samba solo, Marat Gemayev and Alina Basyuk from Russia. And that's a change of pace listening to that samba rhythm, isn't it, Clive?
It certainly is, and this is where the challenge starts. To do 2 styles really well is very difficult.
Absolutely, and I think they've taken a big risk coming right off the plane from Russia. What do you think, Clive?
Well, not only taking the risk that the plane didn't arrive, but I guess their experience is showing them in the past that they need to be here right on time. I'm a last-minute guy myself, too.
Showing some great samba walks and voltas. It's so important to keep the balance between technique and innovative choreography.
Yeah, and they're really showing what samba is about with a lot of rhythm changes.
The audience loved that first samba solo by Marat Gemayev and Alina Basyuk.
Marat and Alina.
Here's a closed dance position, traveling, turning, twisting step, which is what samba is about, the traveling.
Benedetto Ferruccia and Yana Pokrovskaya from Italy have a big opportunity here to overcome the Russians. What do you think, Clive? Do they have a chance?
Well, she certainly looks the part. What a beautiful dress. Wow.
Great line. And that skirt moves fantastically for this samba rhythm. These couples spend a lot of time designing the dresses so that they enhance the choreography and the strength of the particular couple.
They're doing a great job, but I'd like to see him move his back a little bit more, use his abs a little bit more.
That's right. I think the very short, quick, tight movements are a strength for this couple, but the longer, more fluid movements are a challenge.
And Samba's very carnival, very hot and steamy.
A good presentation from Benedetto Ferrugia and Yana Pokrovskaya from Italy, but is it good enough?
Benedetto and Yana.
Here we see the classic promenade runs into pivots. Nice footwork, nice feet, nice strong legs.
Our next couple, Misha Tsigoy and Anastasia Novozhilova from Slovenia. Again, they're third overall, but Latin is a strong category for them, so we might see some challenging choreography here.
Yes, he has a great Latin atmosphere and he's really committing his work here.
They've already done 4 or 5 changes in rhythm.
Wow. So this is quite different to the other two couples. They just look a little bit more confident about what they're doing, a little bit freer. There's some ab work.
And you can see where the commitment goes all the way through their facial expression, which in the Latin I think comes into play a little bit more than the standard. Both these dancers keeping their enthusiasm to the very final beat of that music. Misha Tsigoy and Anastasia Novozhilova from Slovenia.
As we see again, they're setting up for the promenade runs. Great footwork. And she's dragging her toes, just holding out in that beat just a little bit more. Very syncopated feet.
Dance, the samba.
And now our group samba. Kind of lots of energy out on that dance floor. See the focus here from each of these couples. Martino Zanabilato and Michelle Abeltrop from Denmark.
Now this dance travels around the room, so there'll be a lot of traffic changes, just like in the ballroom dances. And this couple's promenade runs is very exciting.
And from Italy, Benedetto Ferrugia and Yana Pokrovskaya. Again, they're currently in second overall, and they were last year's runners-up.
Again, I just like to see this couple just a little bit more earthy. I think it would help them tremendously.
And our Slovenians really working on that earthiness. Misha Tsigoy and Anastasia Novozhilova.
Yes, he has a confidence about him that he owns that floor, and he's making his way around that room.
She's got such a great personality.
It's a great couple.
And that was our group samba. The judges are putting their marks down, but it's not going to be easy. Murat and Alina continue their winning ways into the Latin dances. They win the samba. Slovenia takes second in the dance, and that takes them into second in the overall standings. Denmark with their best result of the evening.
Italy with its worst result of the evening thus far, and that will hurt as they'll try to chase the Russians for the title. Canada places 5th with Germany 6th.
Cha-cha-cha.
And our couples are ready for the cha-cha. You can see the command that these couples have for finding their place on the dance floor. And here we see Christian Millet and Claudia Primo from Canada with a completely different look from their standard. Almost didn't recognize her.
Wow, they look fantastic. He looks like Andrzej Skutsa.
He does have that look, absolutely. I'd like to see a little more strength from the girl, which is a challenge, changing from ballroom to standard. to get these girls to have their strength in their legs. Here you see Annette Sudol from Germany with her partner Urs Geissenheimer. Well, we might be seeing a three-peat story here. Marat Gemayev and Alina Basyuk from Russia looking strong in the cha-cha.
Yes, they have a great look. They're very inoffensive in their movements. They have beautiful action. They're showing commitment. They do need to be a little bit stronger in the speed department.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little more power from this couple, but they make such a strong presentation on the floor. It's hard to miss them.
Yes, they have the look.
Lots of enthusiasm from our audience for the group cha-cha. No stopping Marat and Alina. They are 7 for 7 in dance wins this evening. Just amazing. But this cha-cha was close. Slovenia took second place despite 4 first-place votes. Italy back with a better showing here in the cha-cha, placing third. Denmark fourth, and Canada faring better here in the Latin. Germany coming in sixth.
Rumba.
And now the opportunity to see these young competitors give their interpretation of the romantic rumba.
Yes, romance is the key in rumba. The sensual, soft movements, the connection between the two, the eye contact is very intense in rumba.
As we see here, Martino Zanabelato and Michelle Abeltrup from Denmark taking advantage of every beat of the music. They are performing better here in the Latin dances, don't you think, Clive?
Yes, you can tell that this couple are doing very well at Latin. They just have that aura about them, their confidence.
And here we see trying to recover from a poor performance in the samba where they were fourth. They're third overall. Benedetto and Jana from Italy need to have a great showing in this dance to pull up their marks.
And they're showing some great lines here, some great speed, some great technique.
See the focus, and that is not just a split, that's a split with attitude. Anastasia and her partner Misa are really showing a performance to beat here in this rumba.
Yeah, their strength in their Latin is certainly coming through right now. Showing some basic actions here. Double rope spin. Fantastic.
The rumba group dance, couples taking a breath while we see the rumba results.
Slovenia gets 4 of the 9 first-place votes and shares a tie with Russia in the rumba, breaking Russia's streak of 7 straight dance wins. After a strong showing in the standard dances, Italy has not finished higher than third in any of the Latin dances thus far. Denmark, Canada, Germany to follow.
And now our 10 dance couples have a chance to display even more of their versatility by changing the pace with the paso doble.
And here's the paso doble, another traveling dance. And here's the couple from Canada.
That's right, Christiane and Claudia are currently 6th overall, but what a big night for this couple. The World Finals in your home country, that is a night to remember.
They'll be living this moment for a long time.
Couple from Canada really focusing, and yet I'd still like to see a little bit more strength in the interpretation. Yours and Annetta from Germany are trying to pull out that strength because it's really a race not just for the championship but also for 5th and 6th between Canada and Germany.
Right, there's competitions all the way through from 6th to 1st, and you've just got to get better than the last year's performance or better than the couple that you're trying to beat. And Usually they stand close to each other when they're competing.
You see contrast here with the precision in the movement of Marat and Alina from Russia. They're tied with the Slovenes in the rumba, but I don't know, do you think they're tiring a little bit, Clive?
Their choreography doesn't lend itself to a lot of excitement, but their form is fantastic. And again, that's why ballroom is helping them a lot in this Paso Doble dance. But I would like to see a little bit more interesting choreography.
Those last few beats of music, these couples know them by heart. They are just praying to pull it out to the very last beat. The Paso Doble group dance and an extra cheer from the audience. The Slovenes are chasing the Russians here in the final dances. They share the tie for Paso Doble as they did in the rumba. Third place Italy, then Denmark. And in the race for 5th and 6th, Canada coming up on top with 5th place over Germany. Okay, now is when you pull out all the stops. We're going to see Marat and Alina do their jive solo. And that music sounds like it's helping them already.
Yeah, the Russian couple, knowing that the crowd is so good here, they've brought them into their little story, and they're going to explode out of the gate here.
Now look at this presentation. We just saw them tiring in the last few beats of that Paso Doble, but they know that they've got to pull it out in this jive to really solidify their title, and they are doing it. This is a championship performance.
That's right, they've just got to keep it for another couple of minutes. Wait for that group dance.
Everybody, come on!
Look at that audience. I think they want to get up and dance too. You can't help but do your best with an audience like that, and I think Marat and Alina have done just that here in this solo jive.
Marat and Alina.
There's a lot of words being spoken here as they leave the floor without any words actually transpiring.
But our Slovenians, Misha Zigoy and Anastasia Novoжилova, have made such a strong showing in this Latin category that they are trying to break the three-peat of the Russians.
It's showtime. These guys are going to kick. They're going to move. We're going to see something out of this couple.
This is when you challenge the audience to choose a winner, and that's what these competitors are doing. They know the judges are watching for their technique and their overall performance, but they also know if the audience loves them, that can really change the atmosphere in the room. He's working it.
Yeah, he's got a great relaxed look in jive and still energy personified. Fabulous.
This is what is so great about dance sport, is that it's a sport, but it has that aspect of entertainment, and these kids are entertaining, as you can hear from the audience.
The balance between entertainment and technique is such an important issue.
And Anastasia.
And they've really kept within themselves, and they show some great technical movements. Their actions are fantastic. As we see here, their commitments to the kicking, the stretching, the bending, it's very positive. It's happy, it's alive, and that's what jive is.
Most competitions build to a finale after 5 dances. This comes out as the 10th dance of the evening. Very exciting here tonight, seeing these couples put it all out on that dance floor. And one last look at Benedetto and Jana from Italy. Still looking strong to me.
Yeah, there's nothing greater than seeing 6 couples doing jive. The energy is fantastic out there.
That's right, Marat and Alina still kicking it out here as they try to fend off their rivals from Slovenia. It's a strong dance for Misha and Anastasia. And they're right there. You see they've dominating the edge of that floor there. And Christiane and Claudia enjoying those last few seconds of their first World Championship final.
What a beautiful performance tonight by these couples to show these 10 dances so perfectly.
Absolutely. You're seeing 6 of the most versatile dancers in the world.
The time that they have to put into each one of these dances, where most dancers in ballroom dancing only do 5 dances, these guys are doing a fantastic job. And the level is amazing.
And now we see a dance sport tradition, the group bow. Our competitors who all want to beat each other, but they're holding hands and enjoying the moment. It's a fabulous performance that they've put on here tonight in Vancouver, British Columbia. And the Slovenes win the dance outright, their first of the evening. Russia in second for the first time this evening as well. Was it enough for the Slovenes? We'll find out soon enough. The presentation is coming up.
The Slovenes hoped that their late surge would have been enough to overtake the 2-time defending champions from Russia, and the rest of our World 10 Dance finalists await word from our MC, Mr. Jim Fraser.
These last few moments before you hear the results can be so nerve-wracking. You may feel like you've done your best, but you just don't know.
In 6th place, ladies and gentlemen, from Canada, Christiane Millet and Claudia Primo-Sauveil.
Oh, great for them.
Yeah, this is a fantastic moment in their lives. From this experience, they should be able to go back and get to the workshop and work on those dances that weren't so favorable for them.
In 5th place, ladies and gentlemen, from Germany, Urs Geisenheiner and Annette Zuckel.
Ah, well, they've improved from last year's championship. They've moved up 1 spot, and they're a young couple. I'm sure we'll see them again in this final in the future.
He's a great 10-dance couple, and they'll be working for the next 12 months to get ready for the next one.
From Denmark, Martina Zanamalato and Michela Abelstrup.
A very strong couple. Again, this girl has such a fantastic presentation on the floor, and as a couple, I think they really are going to be somebody to look out for in the future.
Definitely. This couple have definitely got what it takes.
In the 2003 IDSF World 10 Dance Championship, the 3rd place medalists are from Italy, Benedetto Ferrugia and Jana Pokrovskaya.
Well, it's got to be a little disappointing for Benedetto and Jana because they placed 2nd in this competition last year.
Yes, they were also the European 10 dance champions. But what a fantastic performance by this couple.
Very strong.
In 2nd place, ladies and gentlemen, and runners-up for the World Championship, will you please welcome from Slovenia, Misha Tsigoi and Anastasia Novozhilova.
Marat and Alina have won their 3rd title, but the Slovenians must be very proud of their performance tonight. Misha and Anastasia did a great job here.
Yes, and the Canadian crowd really got behind them in the Latin, and they're showing their approval right now. And you can see why. Look at that. It's beautiful.
Fantastic performance.
It is my honor, ladies and gentlemen, to announce that the 2003 IDSF
She's asking him, how are we going to bow? Are you going to do the spin or are we going to walk out?
From Russia, will you please welcome the new champions, Marat Gimaev and Alina Basyuk.
For me, they were the winners all the way through. They held themselves beautifully. They just looked the part. They're a great representation for a dance sport.
And the audience really agrees with this result. Such a confident performance and great dancing and technique as well. They deserve this title. IDSF Sports Director Hans Spaker doing the honors. Murat and Alina, world champions for the third straight year.
Liz, let's take a look at the final results from Vancouver and the 2003 IDSF World 10 Dance Championship.
Well, it feels fantastic, especially here in Vancouver, because I must say that I've never seen such a warm public, such a fantastic people, like very sincere attitude to the dancers on the floor. So I guess this helps so much, especially this time in Vancouver.
I'm just really amazed that people can react so sharply to every movement. You know, you just look at someone and it goes clapping, it goes crazy. So that's really great when it's like a dialogue. When you talk to them, you do something, they respond. You want to do even more, and they will respond even more. So that's really cool.
Well, it began 2 years ago in Turin, Italy, when Murat and Alina took their first World Championship title. In Portugal last year, they successfully defended that championship. And this evening, they take their third World Championship 10 dance title here in Canada, on their way to creating a legend of their own in dance sport.
Quite an achievement, and here is the best part, the honor dance. Dance sports victory lap, if you will.
IDSF World 10 Dance Champions from Russia, Murat Gimayev and Alina Bastyuk.
And they're enjoying that victory. A great night of dancing at the Hyatt Regency here in Vancouver, British Columbia. I'm Liz Curtis for Clive Phillips. Thanks for joining us.